Good morning. Today is the day. CDT through hike attempt 2026. Just left the Econo Lodge. I have to walk 0.8 miles across town to get to the shuttle pickup location. It is like 5:20, just before 5:30 in the morning. Shuttle's supposed to be there between 6 and 6:15. I'm stoked. It's been a lot of travel to get here and a lot of time being anxious and ready to be here. So I'm here. I'm tired with the 2 days on the train, and then I got maybe 6 hours last night. I've not had a real good night's sleep in 4 nights, so we'll see how today goes.
Somebody told me there was like 19 people on the trail one day. Green taco sauce, or not green taco sauce, red taco sauce, red chili, green chili. Is ours a bear? Black bear?
Really? That is not going to be a good photo.
What you got? Anything? Oh, that's a mama and 3 babies. Somebody gets lost or whatever, we can hopefully go back and figure out where you're lost at. There is the number to the Hatchita store on the caches. You might want to take that down. The store's not as friendly to us anymore as they were, but they have a yellow laminated paper there. You didn't run into a guy, old buzzard, with a wooden... Yeah. Where is he at? Oh, he's there?
Yeah, that's where the fence is now. And here we are. All right, it's happening. Oh my goodness, I don't even know what to say right now. Just left the border monument, walking north for the 3rd time in 3 years. All in different places, but same mission, Mexican border north. There's a lot of people around. I got dropped off with 10 people, but people are already scattered out. There's already a few, the first few that left I don't even see in the distance. So far the walk's been pretty lovely. A couple miles in. The only thing is, it is so dry here. Like I can feel my skin dry. Just opening your mouth, you feel it like the air suck all the moisture out of your mouth. But it's beautiful. Okay, it's a little after 11:30. Been walking 2.5 hours. Almost 8 miles in. Haven't done a lot of filming. First little bit, I was just kind of taking it all in and, trying to really experience this first morning. And then I was walking with Mr. Sunshine, chatting with him for a while. And this other guy just caught up and passed me when I was stopped there. I don't remember his name. I think he's a double, triple crowner already. This is his 3rd time on the CDT. I'm in this wash now. I've got about 7 more miles to the first water cache. Knock on wood, so far the weather has been pretty okay. And it's breezy, kind of cool. Not cool, but the breeze makes it feel not too miserable. It is about 12:30 and I've done a little over 10 miles. So I thought it was time to talk a little bit. So first, just about how I feel. I was kind of waiting for that anxiety or nervousness or excitement or whatever whatever that feeling is when you start one of these, I never really got it. It was more like, okay, back to work. This is what we do. I just felt very comfortable and confident and ready to go. So I think that was maybe nice. I was expecting a little different, but you know, I'll take it. The other thing, there were 10 of us on the shuttle. I think Mr. Sunshine is the only one ahead of me, and the other 8 are behind. I've only really seen one other guy, the double triple crowner, but he stopped back there to wait for his partner. Everybody else I haven't seen since I started. Now coming up this last little climb, I saw 3 people. Saw them real quick because the one had a big white umbrella shining in the sun. And I don't know who those 2 are. Mr. Sunshine passed them and kept going, I could see. So I guess those other people maybe came from a private shuttle or a personal car or something. I'll catch up to them here soon. But I was going pretty quick, and then I realized a couple miles ago that I don't want to do that many miles today. I don't want to do too many more than 20. And at the pace I was going, I was going to be sitting in the heat somewhere for a while. So I just kind of slowed down, especially through that wash with all the real loose, moving and shaking kind of rocks. So those can be hard on the feet. So I just kind of had a nice slow pace here for the last 3 miles. And it's absolutely gorgeous. Been really enjoying it so far. Maybe I'll just see. Let me zoom in. You can see those people up there. I guess let's go catch them and see see who they are. I'm back to report the news. So I caught up to that other couple. It's an older couple, and they did not have the white umbrella that I thought they had. So they asked if I came on the shuttle. They told me they weren't allowed. And the lady pointed, she was because we have our cat. They are attempting to through hike the CDT in this brutal environment with a cat and a cat carrier on top of her pack. Now it's wrapped in Reflectix and all kinds of other stuff, I guess to keep it cooler. Don't come at me in the comments. I'm just reporting the news. The other thing I was going to talk a little bit about is the other people, other than this couple. I'm not sure about their experience. I think everybody on the shuttles, other than maybe one guy that I'm not sure, I think everybody has hiked the AT and the PCT at least once, and this is for their Triple Crowns. And most of us have also hiked other trails like Arizona, Colorado, or something else. So there's that. Now, this trail has mostly been okay as far as like being able to follow the path. However, there have been several instances already in this first 11 or 12 miles where starting out there was 2 guys that left first, and then the next guy, and then me, and there was a good couple hundred yards between each of us. And I'm walking on the same well-worn path that were all on, and I look up the opposite way and there's a CDT sign, and the other guys are all going this way. The CDT sign was that way, and then I see beyond that sign there's another one. So I just started bushwhacking towards the second sign, and there really wasn't even a trail by the first. But then the other people realized, and they had to bushwhack back up to the trail. That's kind of how I caught them to start with. And then coming out of that wash earlier, I never found a spot. I just happened to see up on the hillside where the people were walking and a CDT sign. So I just came out of the wash and bushwhacked up to it. When I got there, there were trails coming from both directions that intersected right there. So I don't know. I don't know where most people are coming from. I'm just on this path, and I saw a CDT sign up ahead, and this trail is pretty well worn that I'm on. As you can see, it's a pretty clear trail. I could see this path going right towards the next sign, and there was a CDC, and there was a CDT sign about 40 yards off of this path, just over where there was no trail. So I don't know. It's definitely kind of some places there are 3 or 4 trails that all kind of just keep connecting and disconnecting and reconnecting. So who knows which one's the real trail? shade was just too good to pass up. So I'm gonna stop and have a little bit of a snack. I don't think I'm gonna eat like full lunch or anything. I already had a protein bar while I was walking a while back. But I'm gonna sit here in the shade for a bit. It's only 1 o'clock, so I think I'm less than 3 miles to the cache. Look at me and my umbrella. I didn't really feel like I needed it, but I thought I'm gonna try it. Everybody else had theirs out. Mine is not the typical like white or silver ones that are sold for backpacking purposes. This one's like half the weight of those. It weighs 3.5 ounces. It was just something I got on Amazon. And we'll see how it holds up. It's supposed to be SPF 50. So I've only had it up here for a few minutes, but it seems to be working quite swell. About 14.5 miles in. I'm off the red line now on the blue line, almost to the water cache just up here in the distance. The last 7 miles or so, I took the break. I've been walking fairly slow and just enjoying myself. It's only 2:30, so I'll take a brief break here, get some water, and then keep on moving. Got water for that first cache and signed the log. All right, we're doing this blue line, and all these semis for the border wall are coming this way. Luckily, we're in the perfect sweet spot that the dust is blowing away from us. You can see there's that one. They're just like lined up, the dust plumes in the distance. We're on this lonely road. Now, there's 4 of us been walking this for a few miles now. We've got several more to go still. It's probably, I don't even know, 4:15, somewhere around there. But it's very pretty. There's mountains on all those sides. Basically, we're surrounded by mountains. It is 10 after 5 p.m. Done right at 20 miles. Gonna do about 3 more. We're on this rock gravel road walk. The construction traffic seems like it must have quit around 5. We haven't seen any trucks lately. It's hot. My feet hurt. But for the most part, it's been a pretty good day so far. And I knew I had a few spots on my feet that typically at the beginning of hikes, there's a couple spots on my feet that once they get little bubbles or blisters on them, they callus over and they don't have any problems anymore. I knew there were a couple. I could feel them, but I didn't care enough to stop and do anything about it, especially with all the truck traffic and all that. Pretty sure one of them just popped. I felt it. I'll deal with it when I get to camp. One thing I did kind of mess up on today is food. I only had some snacks in my hip belt pocket. I have a bunch of food with me, more than I need. And I brought all good stuff because, I got it all at home and plenty of time to get what I wanted. I just didn't eat enough today. I never opened my food bag, I just ate the snacks. And I'd eaten all the snacks before that water cache, what is that, like 5-6 miles ago? And I thought, man, I'm kind of hungry, but I didn't even open my food bag. Just dumb. But I'm definitely feeling the effects of not enough calories. I was just counting in my head. I think I've had 1,000 or 1,050 calories today. Haven't slept much in the last 4 nights, and I've just walked 20 miles. So I am ready for dinner. It is 6:45. I'm halfway set up. My stuff is thrown in here, It was really hard to get the tent up. The wind was blowing so hard. The tent kept coming down. I got rocks stacked everywhere. Hopefully it holds now. We did a little over 23 today. I was getting pretty, I needed food. I just sat down, drank some water, and ate a payday. And then I've got the biggest blister I've ever had. I'm gonna have to pop it and clean it out. I'll show you. So if you get squeamish, don't look at this. Look at that. That thing is ginormous. Look at that thing. Oh my gosh. My feet are filthy. The other 3 guys I'm camped with on the other side of the road, they said we're gonna eat dinner over there. I don't feel great. I had a candy bar and a pack of honey. I was really feeling like I was getting lightheaded. I chugged some more water. I feel like physically my feet hurt. I popped the biggest blister ever, but other than that, I don't feel horrible. But like, when I say physically, I mean like muscular. My legs don't feel too bad, but I feel kind of blah. Got a beautiful camp spot here just next to this road, and I need to eat and see if I feel any better.
It's an okay sunset given the clouds and so forth.
All right, it's been a really good first day. I feel way better now that I had some dinner. Overall, today has been pretty dang great. I feel pretty good. Learned a few lessons about making sure I eat. And I'm ready to get in my tent and lay down and see if I can start catching up on some sleep after I get this video edited. So thanks again for watching. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.